Hi, I'm James from Team Rider. Oh, well, it's kind of boring, but I was on YouTube listening to music, and an ad actually came up for Vanguard, and it was during the, I believe, Limit Break era, because that's around when Murakami got introduced. But it was, my past, I used to play other card games, so I watched it and I was like, this is interesting. I went to Walmart and they actually had a structure deck for it, and it was around my birthday, so my sister bought me the Murakami Vowing Sword deck, or not Vowing Sword, Thunderbreak it was, I believe. Oof. So when I first started, like I said, it was Murakami, and I was with Murakami the whole way. So deep down, I'll always have a love for Dragon Empire and Murakami. But I guess like a secondary, one is Nova Grapplers, and it was called Stargate. Now it's called Brandgate. So, all right. Well, for standard, to start things off, Granfia for Stoikea. We got that, and I started using that. For V, I've been using Gauntlet Buster a lot, and I'm starting to get back into that. And then for V Premium, or for Premium, I mean, it's also Gauntlet Buster, because I just like how Gauntlet Buster does the whole shenanigans with getting multiple power, but also crits on your Vanguard. I'd have to say I believe it was like my first year, when we did a get together at one of our community admins group, and at their apartment, and they rented out the whole pool area and theater lounge that they had, and went swimming. And then that night we did our sacrificing the pineapple. And then the next day when my mom saw it, it was funny because she's like, James, what cult did you enter? I was like, it was the cult of Vanguard. Alright. Yeah. So it was that Thunderbreak Dragon deck that I started with, and it was terrible. I used that trial deck for every tournament, and I used penny sleeves for the first month, until someone gave me a whole bunch of sleeves to just put on it. They were 3 times the size of the cards. But throughout that, I souped it up little by little when I kept getting packs, and it was pretty fun. So in the beginning, it was the Nova Grappler player Kamui, but towards the end, when I was when Murakami hit a little more, it was Naoki. Well, my plans are there's a new, well, I shouldn't say new, but GYZE is coming back, but for standard. So I'm going to use him for regionals, and probably go full Murakami for regionals. For Premium, V, whichever one we do on that time, but also do standard. And just have a good time with the community. So the accomplishments of, our locals, I've topped in a couple standard tournaments. For V Premium, I topped second or third before Springfest. So that was a good one. A little more diversity when it comes to decks. Because I understand people like their meta decks, but I want to see more rogue decks come out. I want to see some more people playing rogue decks. Well, there's one thing. I do have a YouTube channel called Magnum Assassin. That's for another card game that I do called Flesh and Blood. And then I have an older channel that I might be revamping for the Vanguard side of stuff and I may change the name up, but it was Cardfight Buddy Ranger because it was Cardfight Vanguard, Buddy Fight, and Power Rangers. But the only last thing I want to add is our community, has had its ups and downs through the years, but I feel like our community is one of the better ones. We have a good group of people, and I hope it continues that way.